Hello everyone. Our topic for today is parts of speech. We will learn about noun, verb, adjective, and adverb. Let's start with a noun. What is a noun? A noun is a word that names a person, place, things, or idea. It is the main subject of a sentence and answers what or who. Examples of nouns in sentences. We have here people. The doctor helped the patient. Doctor is a person. Places. We visited a museum in Paris. Here we have two places, a museum and Paris. Things. I bought a new computer. Computer is a thing. And ideas. Happiness is the key to success. Every English sentence contains at least one noun. Without nouns, sentences wouldn't make any sense. There are many different types of nouns, each serving a unique function in English. Understanding these categories helps in proper sentence formation and avoiding grammatical errors. First one is common and proper nouns. Common nouns and common noun is a general name for a person, place, or thing. Here we have teacher, writer, and student for a person, city, beach, school for a place, book, chair, and phone for a thing. A proper noun refers to a specific name of a person, place, or thing. It always starts with a capital letter. Here we have Albert Einstein, William Shakespeare, person, New York, Tokyo, Eiffel Tower, places, Coca-Cola, Google, Titanic, thing. We see that every word begins with a capital letter. So make sure you write it right. Okay, here we have a third one. Concrete noun is a noun that refers to a physical thing, person, or place, something or someone that can be perceived with the five senses: touch, hearing, sight, smell, and taste. Here we have examples. My house has two bathrooms. House and bathrooms are places. So this is our concrete nouns. I bought a new phone. Phone is a thing. A cat ran across the garden. A cat and the garden are our concrete nouns. John was supposed to be flying to Amsterdam, but he forgot his passport and didn't realize until he got to the airport. This is a long sentence and we have a lot of nouns. So let's check. Here we have John. John is a person, so it is concrete noun. Was supposed to be flying to Amsterdam. Amsterdam is a city, so it is a place and a concrete noun. But he forgot his passport. Passport is a thing and also a concrete noun, and didn't realize until he got to the airport. The airport is a place. Isabella loves playing cards. Isabella is a person and cards are a thing. So this too is our concrete nouns. We also have abstract nouns. These nouns represent ideas, emotions, or qualities that cannot be physically touched, such as love, happiness, freedom, peace, justice, patience, and more. Here you can see the table with most common abstract nouns. Make sure you translate it and learn it because it will help you enrich your vocabulary. Let's see examples. Love is important in life. His bravery saved the day. We also have a collective and compound nouns. A collective noun is a word for a group of people, animals, or things. Examples: a team of players, a flock of birds, a family of four. A compound noun is formed by joining two or more words together. We have here three types of compound nouns: open form, ice cream, living room. Hyphenated form: mother-in-law, six-pack. Closed form: two-spaced, notebook. Here we have examples. I bought a toothbrush and toothpaste. My father-in-law is visiting us next weekend. He packed his notebook for the meeting. She placed the books on the coffee table. Let's see the functions of nouns in a sentence. First one, subject. The noun is the door of the action or what the sentence is about. Emma loves dancing. So our subject is Emma. The book is on the table. The book is the main noun. Direct object. The noun receives the action of the verb. She baked a cake. I saw a movie last night. Third one is indirect object. The noun receives the benefit of the action. He gave his friend a gift. I told her the truth. First is object of a preposition. The noun comes after a preposition in a phrase. The keys are on the table. She walked to the park. Subject complement. The noun renames or describes the subject, used with linking verbs like to be. My father is a doctor. That man is a teacher. Object complement. The noun renames the direct object or gives more information about it. They elected him president. We named the dog Max. Okay, let's have a practice. Choose the correct answer for each question. I will give you only 1 minute. Good luck. and stop. Let's check your answers. Here we have, what is the plural form of mouse? The right answer is mice. Which of the following is a proper noun? Let's see. Is a Paris. She gave me great. Choose the correct uncountable noun. So uncountable means that this noun cannot be plural at all. So we cannot use advices because s is a plural ending. Advices, this word is even not right. So we have here advice. Which of the following is a collective noun? Team, school, or teacher? Teacher is one person, school is a place, but team is a group of people. What is the plural form of child? Child is irregular noun, so the word should change completely. We cannot say childs, we cannot say childs, we only have here right answer is children. Which sentence uses a countable noun correctly? I need some informations. It's wrong because information is an uncountable noun. He gave me 3 apples. And I think this is correct. Right. We cannot we cannot use much with countable nouns. And book is a countable noun. Identify the abstract noun in the sentence. Her kindness made everyone happy. Okay, here we have kindness and happy as an abstract noun. But in this sentence, the main noun is her kindness. So the right answer is kindness. Which of the following nouns is only uncountable? Let's see. We can count bottle. We can have them 2 bottles, 3 bottles, or many bottles. We can also have many chairs. But we cannot have many rice because we cannot count rice. So the right answer is A. What is the correct possessive form of the students? So here we have the student's book, which is totally wrong. The student's book. That means that the book is only for one student. But here we have the students, many students. So the right answer is C. What is a verb? A verb is a word that generally describes an action, read, walk, run, learn, bring, an occurrence, become, happen, or a state of being, stand, or exist. In simpler terms, verbs tell us what the subject of the sentence is doing or what condition it is in. For example, we have here action verb. She runs every morning. State of being verb. He is tired. Occurrence verb. The event happened yesterday. In both simple and complex sentences, verbs give structure and meaning to the sentence. We have different types of verbs. The types of verbs can be classified into various categories according to their role and function in any context. Here we have action verbs, linking, auxiliary, stative, dynamic, infinite, finite, irregular, regular, and phrasal verbs. Let's have a look on each of them. First one is action verb. They express physical or mental actions. They show what the subject of the sentence is doing. We have examples. She ran to catch the bus. I think this is a good idea. They built a new house last year. Second one is linking verbs. It links the next word with subject. Moreover, the linking words can be, seem, feel, or refer to the five senses. Examples: she is a teacher. Here is connect the subject she to the noun teacher, which describes her. The sky seems clear today. The verb seems links the subject sky to the adjective clear. Common linking verbs include am, is, are, was, were, be, been, been, seem, appear, feel, and become. Here we also have auxiliary verbs. It is used to assist another verb to become a sentence meaningful and sensible. Therefore, whenever an auxiliary verb is used, you have to use another verb that will act as the main verb in the text. For example, she is running. The auxiliary verb here is helps form the present continuous tense of the action verb running. They have finished their work. The auxiliary verb helps express the present perfect tense. Common auxiliary verbs include am, is, are, was, were, has, have, had, will, would, shall, and etc. We have here also phrasal verbs. A phrasal verb is a type of phrase that is created by adding two or more words that work as a verb. For example, she turned off the light. Here, turned off means to switch off, which is different from just turn or off. So, separate, they make another sense, but together they mean switch off. They broke up after 5 years. In this case, broke up means to end a relationship. I looked up the word in the dictionary. Here, looked up means to search for information. And you will see a lot of phrasal verbs in English. And you should just memorize them, because you will see them a lot. Dynamic verbs, or action verbs, in short, are mostly used to describe physical action that is external and can be heard or seen. For example, she is reading a book. The action of reading is ongoing. I ate pizza for lunch. A specific action that occurred. Dynamic verbs contrast with stative verbs because they often describe actions that change or develop over time. Stative verbs is specific to the perception or state of being a verb. It is mainly used to describe the emotional, mental, or physical state. For example, she loves chocolate. Describe a state of emotion. I know the answer. Describes a state of knowledge. The soup tastes delicious. Describes a taste of perception. Here we also have regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs, they can change forms to indicate past actions or ongoing actions. Typically, the past form adds ed to the root verb. And irregular verbs, don't follow the ed rule and have unique forms. Learning them is essential because you will see them a lot in English. Here we have examples. Jack searched for his white shirt but didn't find it. Search is a regular verb. So to make it past form, we just add ed at the end. Have you ever read this book? Irregular verb read. So the root verb read, but the past participle of this word is read. So we write it the same, but the pronunciation is totally different. We also have here two words, dance, regular, and sing, irregular. Here we see that danced not changed a lot. Just here we have ed. Third person singular present is he, she, it, dances. And for present participle we have dancing, ing ending. But sing is totally different. Here we have sang for past simple. Here we have song for past participle. For he, she, it we have sings. And present participle is singing. Please remember that this word you should write in your dictionary and your notebooks because it will help you a lot. And we have here finite verbs. Show specific tenses, numbers, and nouns. This is usually used to express emotions by using finite verbs in the sentence. For example, she runs every morning. The verb runs is finite because it shows the present tense and agrees with the singular subject she. They were excited. The verb were is finite because it shows past tense and agrees with the plural subject they. Infinite verbs. And infinite verbs denote the use of to with a base verb. For instance, to eat, to run, or to jump. For example, I want to eat pizza. The verb to eat is infinite because it does not show tense or agree with the subject. She decided to study abroad. The verb to study is infinite as it's not conjugated for tense or subject. Verb forms. There are various forms of verbs depending on the action performed by the subject. There are mainly 6 forms of verbs. Let's have a look on each of them. Root verb is the original form of the verb. Some examples of root verbs are given below. Eat, play, sing, read, write, buy, swim, sit, shift, etc. Simple present, first form of a verb. When the subject is in the third person singular, we observe a specific verb form used in the simple present tense. Third person singular pronouns are he, she, and it. It can be formed just by adding an s to the root verb. Example, he plays badminton. Present participle and a gerund form of a verb. Both the gerund and present participle form of a verb is formed just by adding ing to the root verb. You will have examples. He is eating rice. They will be coming next month. Smoking is a bad habit. The last one is a gerund. And here we have also infinitive form of a verb. It can be formed by adding the preposition to just before the root verb. The doctor is going to talk to the patient. I like to read storybooks in my free time. Here, to talk and to read are the infinitive. Simple past, most known as past simple, second form of a verb. There are a few rules to writing a verb in the form of past simple. First one is just adding ed to the end of the root verb. And some verb can be formed by changing the spelling of the root verbs. Here we have an examples. Ask, asked. Play, played. Laugh, laughed. Select, selected. Buy, bought. See, saw. Go, went. Do, did. Find, found. These 5 last ones are an irregular verbs, so that's why they change completely. Past participle form of a verb. Third form. We have here also 2 rules. Ed to the root verb and changing the spelling of the root verbs. They are similar to each other, just used for 2 different times. Okay, here we have use of verb in active and passive voice. In English we have active and also passive voice, so make sure you remember this rule. A verb may tell us about a person or saying does. In active voice, the subject does the action with the help of a verb. This focuses on the door of the action. Example, John wrote the letter. In this sentence, wrote is a verb in active voice, and the subject John is performing the action of writing the letter. In passive voice, the subject of the sentence is acted upon with the help of a verb. This generally indicates the door of the letter was written by John. In this sentence, was written is the verb in the passive voice. The subject, the letter, is the recipient of the action, and by John indicated the door of the action. Okay, we finished our verb topic. Let's have a look on adjectives. We can use adjectives to describe people, places, and things. Here we've got a small car. Small is adjective. I saw a white bird. White is an adjective. This book isn't very old. Old is an adjective. Simply we can say that we use adjectives to describe nouns or pronouns. So here we describe a car. Car is a small. A bird. Bird is white. And book is old. So we describe things, people, places, just a noun or pronoun. How to use them? We don't add s to the adjective when it's plural. My brothers are short. Here we have brothers, many brothers, it's plural, but we don't add s to the end of the adjective because it's unnecessary and it will not sound right. We've got 3 black cats. Black, many cats. She watched some old films. Many films, many old films. Put size adjectives before color adjectives. This is really important, so make sure you remember this one. I've got a big blue ball. The building is tall and gray. Okay, make sure you memorize all of these rules because next is a practice. Here we have true or false. Read and circle true or false for these sentences. You have only 1 minute to make this exercise. Good luck! And stop. Let's check your answers. Here we have an example. Her bedroom is big and pink. Let's see. My bedroom is big and pink. So this sentence is true. Second one is she's got a big yellow cupboard for her toys. Let's see. I've got a nice bed and a big yellow cupboard for my clothes. Here we have toys. So the sentence is false. She's got a soft rug on the floor. There is a soft rug on the floor. So the sentence is true. There are short blue curtains on the window. And there are long blue curtains on the window. But here we have a short, so it is false. There is a picture of a flower on the wall. I've got a beautiful picture of a butterfly on the wall. Here we have a butterfly and here a flower, so the sentence is false. Our second task is choose the answer. Read the sentence and circle the correct answer. You have an example. I've got a train. You have red train, a red, train. So the best choice is red. And here we didn't have a big lunch, lunch big, lunch. We cannot use adjective after a noun. And we don't need a comma. So the best choice is big lunch. You have only 1 minute to complete this task. And stop. Let's check your answers. She's got eyes brown, brown eyes, brown's eyes. So we cannot use adjective after a noun, and we cannot add the s to the end of the adjective. So the right answer is brown eyes. These books are, we have already books. We cannot add s to the end of an adjective, so old. These books are old. Did you see those grey bigs, grays, big, grey? We remember that size before color. So this is wrong, and we cannot add s to the end of the adjective. So the right answer is big, grey. My teddy is small blue, small and blue. So the right answer is small and blue because it sounds right. We've got hair. Black long, long black, longs blacks. This is wrong. We cannot add s to the end. And size before color. So the first one is also false. The right is long black hair. Finally, the last one, they bought 2 new games, games new. So this is obvious that the right one is new games. Alright guys, you did an amazing job. And we have finally our last part of speech, adverbs. Adverbs we use is simply a word that describes a verb, an action, or a doing word. We can use adverbs to describe how somebody does something. Here we have, I speak English well. So how do I speak? I speak very well. Well is describe our verb speak. He plays hockey badly. How do he play? Very badly. We try to do our homework correctly. We try to do correctly. And let's have a look how we should use them. To make adverbs, we normally add ly, lie, to the adjective. Sometimes the spelling is different. Let's have a look. She ran quickly. They sang beautifully. The children are playing happily. I dance terribly. But some adverbs don't have lie at the end. I don't write Italian well. Well is a changed word for the good word. My mom drives fast. We cannot say fastly. It sounds not right. Do you work hard? We cannot say hardly because it's also wrong. Okay guys, I hope you remember all of these rules because now we have a practice time. Here we have 2 tasks, but I want you to concentrate on the first one. Match them up. Match the adjective and the adverbs. Here we have an example. Bad is adjective, but badly is an adverb. So you have only 1 minute to complete the first task. Good luck! And stop. Let's check our answers. Correct is correctly. Beautiful becomes beautifully. Terrible, terribly. Good becomes well. Hard, hard. Fast, fast. Careful, carefully. Happy, happily. Good job, guys. Let's have a look on the second task. Make it right. Find the mistake in each sentence and correct it. I will show you one example. Here we have, I play tennis bad. This sentence is wrong. We should write badly. I play tennis badly because play is a verb and we describe a verb with adverbs. So the adverbs end with li, lie, so it's badly. You have only 1 minute to complete this task. Good luck! And stop. Let's see the right answers. You have she doesn't do her homework correct, which is totally wrong. We should use correctly instead. He runs the race very fastly. We cannot add lie to the end of the fast, so we should use fast instead of fastly. Do you speak English good? It is wrong. Instead of good, we should use well. My mom can sing beautiful. Wrong. We should write beautifully instead. I ride my bike really carefully. What is it? It's totally wrong. We should use carefully. Alright, guys, you did an amazing job. I hope this lesson helped you to understand English at this point, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you for listening. Bye.